but her dad came and he was sick, so we had to go home. First of all, I want to thank some people for some gifts, which we love. You can tell I love this red apron. It's so pretty. And Mary and Diane, thank you so much for the apron and the kitchen tools. So Sadie got some kitchen tools and an apron, and it's so pretty. She was so happy about it too. It fits her real good. It's so beautiful.
She's gonna wear it. Was gonna wear it today, but she will next time.
She'll wear it next time. She was gonna wear it today, and she loved her tools. I tried to get her to take them home with her, and she wouldn't. So
she wants to use them here.
Yeah, she wants to use them here. So
she was a little upset she had to leave, but
she didn't want to leave. She wasn't ready for that. But anyway, Marco, I think, thanks for the beautiful flowers. I have them on the table. My little scarecrow is cute. I like flowers on the table all the time, so that's nice. And Alma, thank you so much for the card. I like my tools too. Me and Sadie got aprons and tools we got tools with our aprons, so I've done washed all these up and they're ready to use. Uh-oh, I left some sticky on that one, but that's okay.
So what's on the girdle tonight, Grandpa?
Wait a minute, I'm not through. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much for the cutter. I haven't used it yet. I got it yesterday, and I am looking so forward to using this. Looks really neat, and I've already cut my finger once, and I haven't even used it. I was exploring it, trying to figure out how to use it, so it's very nice. Now, I got another thank you. David Hall, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
thank
what?
You for the goodie.
The webcam.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
He hasn't figured it out yet, but we just got these from the box yesterday, so
we'll figure it out.
He'll get it figured out, that's for sure.
That's very nice. All right, Grandma.
Also in that box, Sadie had a $20 bill, and she's very excited about that. So I always put what she gets in her wallet. And she said, thank you so much, everybody, for everything. And she'll show her appreciation when she comes back. Probably next weekend. Anyway, whoever sent the one that sent the webcam also sent a card and a cord, extra cord stuff to go with it. It's a very nice gift. Everything's very nice, and thank you so much, everybody. Okay, tonight we are going to make these cabbage wedges. I see that some people probably make them round, but I do mine in wedges.
So it's called a cabbage wedge?
Yeah, you know what they are.
I've
had called a cabbage wedge.
We've had cabbage rolls before, but I don't remember.
We've had cabbage everything before, David.
I don't remember cabbage wedges. I'm thinking about tater wedges maybe or something.
Might be. It just might be. I don't know. Okay, let's let this worry wart back out. He'll worry me to death if I don't. Come on, boy. Okay, we're going to make these cabbage wedges. And I've had some people tell me that they cut theirs round, but I don't. This is slick for some reason. Oh, I know why it is. I melted my butter, and after I melted my butter, I turned it over. I'm a klutz today, by the way, so I'm hoping I'm using this really sharp knife is not going to go against me.
Did you put a Band-Aid on that cut finger?
Of course I did.
Okay.
You think I am nasty?
No, I just didn't see it.
That's still... I don't know if I'm
How'd you cut your finger anyhow?
On the chopper.
Oh, you was experimenting?
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, and I was experimenting, and...
You should have let me help you with it.
Well, you probably would have just cut your finger.
No, I wouldn't.
Now listen, I'm going to cut these in wedges, but you leave the core in, okay? Because it's going to help hold the cabbage together. It's just, when you start getting them cut, they're a little hard to handle here.
Can we do that?
Well, I don't know if you can either.
I can do it.
I got injections in my hands this past Monday. See, you got to get the core in all of it, David. So, I don't know which way to go. I'm just
Well, you want me to apologize? Just let me do it.
Wait a minute, I think I got it this time.
I don't want you chopping something up. I ain't supposed to.
I don't want to chop nothing up I ain't supposed to either. Just got to watch your fingers with this knife and watch everything with this knife.
Well, just pay attention and let me do it. Look like you're having trouble anyway.
I'm scared of this knife.
Well, then let me do it.
Because I'm a klutz today.
I know.
I think I got it, David. Well, it ain't holding my cabbage together too good this time. Why am I struggling with this knife? I don't usually
I know, that's
have
what I
this
was thinking.
problem.
That thing's normally, I mean, that thing's real sharp.
It is real sharp, and
That must be some.
struggle.
That must have been some of that cabbage you got on special.
No, it ain't. It's fresh. It's fresh cabbage.
It's hard as a rock.
I don't know if I should cut that down a little more or not.
I know one thing. My brother was looking forward to this, but he was sick, so he had to go home, and he was looking forward to some cabbage.
No, he wants cabbage rolls, and I'm gonna make them for him.
Yeah, but he
maybe
likes
next
that
time.
stuff too.
He likes anything cabbage, I believe. I don't know about coleslaw, but I still have to make the coleslaw for y'all too, and I will. Well, this is the fall, so it's time for some baking and that kind of stuff, and I don't know if I will.
Where'd you learn this from?
David, when you live in the country and do gardens, you learn to do everything with everything. You know, potatoes 100 different ways and cabbage 100 different ways, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So this is just one of them that you got from your mom, or?
Sure.
Okay.
My mama cooks everything. You grow up with stuff. I don't think I need to cut that down no more, but I might. You know what? I need to. Sometimes if you can't get it cut down enough, you take them little pieces and you put them in the refrigerator. And you use them for coleslaw. That one's good enough, I think. You have to keep them together, and you got to cook them, so you got to make sure that they're. I'll use that for coleslaw. Let me do this. Just cut this and don't worry about it getting cut. Only with this knife you'll cut your fingers off if you don't worry about it. I'm messing this one up.
That's the old parking lot knife you found.
Yep.
You don't like using that old Case Double X anymore. You don't think you never.
Double X?
That one I had in there, that old one.
David, everybody likes their own knives, and I like my own knives. That's
I know.
just why I chose my own knives. I don't think I should cook all of these.
Why?
Well, because Dennis ain't here, so I'll just get wasted.
Maybe he'll come back tomorrow. He's got to come down there and finish that job.
That's true.
So maybe he'll come by tomorrow if he's feeling any better.
You'll probably keep Sadie out of school.
He better. No, he won't keep her out of
He's
school.
liable to get sick too because he has a temperature. Okay, I'm going to save this for some coleslaw or something else tomorrow. I'll make some corned beef with it or something. And it's okay. It's okay. Okay, that might still be too thick, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, so you can cut these round, and it might even be easier to cut it round, but you need to get the core in all of it, and I think that's okay. Now,
Right, so you kind of piled them off there a little bit, and just got them in an old baking pan with tin foil or something though. What is that?
this is some.
I ain't never seen that before. Kind of looks like Christmas paper.
It's called parsnip. It's not parsnips and it's not aluminum. It's both. It's parsnips and aluminum foil. So it's aluminum on the bottom, so it'll mold to any kind of pan, and it's parsnips on the top. Works really good for stuff like this.
Looks like Christmas wrapping paper.
It does, don't it? But it's not. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to baste this a little bit on both sides with this olive oil. Well, I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. It's just been a long time since I've made this. But I got to thinking about some things that I've made over time, and
I don't remember my granny ever cooking anything like that. Mostly.
And your grandfather raised cabbage.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's what I was thinking. Your grandfather raised all that cabbage and you don't ever remember eating this.
Well, no, I don't. I have to be honest about it. I mean, we mostly ate the cabbage raw, or she cooked it a lot, you know, fried cabbage.
Coleslaw and all kinds of stuff. Our little girl wants in, David. That girl wants in. So what I've got here is just a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, or whatever you want to put on it, you know. I need a little more because I haven't done both sides, but I did spray the pan a little bit.
What'd you spray that pan with?
Olive oil. I sprayed this paper a little bit with olive oil.
You sprayed the paper with olive oil?
Yeah, just a little bit. I ran out of olive oil spray and I only got butter spray left, so I But you can spray it, or you don't have to if you put foil, because you're going to do something else. But I'm going to put a little more because I got to turn it over still yet. But you know what, really, you need to coat it real good with the oil because you don't want it to stick, and it's got to cook for a while. But you're also, hey, have I already done that? Oh, they're greasy on the other side too because I sprayed it. I don't think I'm going to have to. Yeah, some of them do need it. There's something else you're going to do too.
What's that, May? I'm afraid to ask.
No, you don't have to be afraid to ask, honey. Keep it up, Cinderella, and you won't get no dinner. David isn't feeling too good either today, folks. I've been trying to round him up, get him wound up all day, but it ain't working.
Getting old, I guess.
No, it's called blood pressure, and he won't take medicine. And I'm killing him with my cooking.
Well, I don't take drugs.
David, I know you don't want to take drugs, but I'd like for you to live a little longer. And you eat chips
would
and stuff. He eats chips and stuff. It's a shame he likes chips.
Well, I slacked up on that stuff.
Oh, did you? How much did you eat today?
None.
Oh, you didn't eat those, who was that sitting there and ate those, pork skins?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Well, who was that?
pork skins. I forgot.
Oh, my stomach's already clean. I've already washed my thing here.
Yeah, me and Sadie eat them pork skins.
Who ate the most? You or Sadie?
Me.
Oh, my girl wants in, David.
Well, leave her out there.
It's not nipper. It's not the worrywart. Okay, I've taken 4 tablespoons approximately of butter. I did have 4, and I broke it. I turned it over. I've got a tablespoon of garlic powder.
Tablespoon of garlic powder in that melted butter.
Yep.
Not margarine.
No, and I got, this is not fresh lemon, and you're supposed to use fresh lemon juice, but I only got some of this, and I'm not going to the store just to get a lemon. This is really good. It works good. And I'm going to put it in there.
But the fresh lemon would work better, probably.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think that's going to be enough garlic. I don't think there'll be enough butter either, but...
Yeah.
I like minced garlic a lot, and I'm not going to use it this time. Okay, let's... Oh, my butter ain't melted, David. That's all right. I might have to melt it.
You spilt some earlier, and you tried to remelt it. Probably didn't get it down good enough, I guess.
Well, that's weird, because I melted 4 tablespoons on 30 seconds, and now I'm melting some more on 30 seconds, and it didn't melt all the way. Let's get it going there just for a few seconds. Come on. That's our little black beauty right there. She's beautiful. Come on. Come on. It's safe. They're gone. Go on through. Go. Go eat. Go on.
She's the one that chases deer.
She chases everything if I'm outside.
I'll tell you, when them deer ever kick her in the head, I bet she won't chase them anymore.
They ain't gonna hit her in the head. They scared of her. They better be scared of her.
I've never seen a cat chase deer before. I'd like to get that on video sometime.
She chases raccoons. She chases.
Yeah, raccoons get a hold of her. It'd be, yeah, I know.
The skunk got her one night, and I'm like, oh no! I said, David, there's a skunk, and that was all she wrote.
If you and her go walking, she goes walking with you like a dog, and if she sees deer, she chases the deer.
She does. She chases them.
I wish I could get that filmed up sometime.
I'm putting a little bit of this garlic juice in there.
Okay.
I like the minced garlic. I don't know, maybe I put too much, but I don't think I did. Okay, you gotta stir all this up together.
Sadie is looking so forward to helping tonight.
Yes, she was. I love my apron, and I love red. And the feel of this material is so good. I love it.
That red hat I got you would match. I just saw that.
Pretty. Now you just baste your cabbage again with this. And get it on it real good and let it soak down in there some. I'm not going to turn it over this time because I'm going to make sure it gets down in there real good. And when I do, check it. And if I turn it, then I'm going to Put some more on the other side. Now listen, folks, this has so many possibilities. You can make cheese sauces and stuff and put over. You can put Parmesan on it. It's good with the Parmesan on it. You can use these cheese blends like I buy this 5 cheese blend. It's an Italian cheese. It's really good. I use that. To me, I like that better than I like to put the cheese, the shredded cheese on. I like it better that other way. The sprinkle. I like the sprinkle 5 cheese blend better. Now, you've got this and olive oil running down in this. It's going to really be good. I may not even have to turn it. If it doesn't brown too quick. Okay, I've preheated my oven to 400.
No, it's not, honey.
Huh? Oh, I didn't. I thought I turned that thing on.
No, it's not
Good
on.
time of day. Well, that's all right. I might have to melt more butter if I have to turn them over. It'll go down through them, though, and down to the bottom.
But you've probably made these on different configurations like you talked about with the cheese and...
Experiment, do all kinds of stuff, and it's just...
It's just the way you decide to do it tonight.
Cabbage is like... it's like cabbage. You can... Potatoes. Look how many ways you can do potatoes. Cabbage is the same way. You can do it so many different ways, and it's this is delicious like this. I tell you it is. And I'm also cooking him some steak on the grill, so they're marinating there. And I got the grill ready.
That's what we're waiting on.
See, I got enough steak ready for his brother, and now he didn't stay.
Yeah, he normally stays and pigs out big time.
That's all right. We'll have it
That's the
tomorrow.
first time I ever seen him so sick that he couldn't stay.
Yeah, really, you don't have to cook dinner or nothing. He didn't stay. I got a cabbage mess there. Okay, next, I'm not going to put... Okay, you're supposed to use unsalted butter, not margarine. It's what we've always used is butter. But I use salted butter, so it shouldn't need too much salt on it, but I'm going to put just a little bit. Just a little bit, or regular salt. Not much. Oh, it's coming out. I didn't leave it up. It was coming out. I'm not going to put much, because I don't drown everything with salt. And we're not going to put no pepper, because we don't care much for it.
But you can.
Well, yeah, you salt and pepper it to taste, and I'm going to put a couple other things here, though. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley on it. Just sprinkle you a little bit on it. Some parsley flakes. Makes it even better. I'm sure stuff like this is all out in the world now. People experiment with different stuff and everybody learns to do it. Okay, I don't mind sharing my stuff with everybody. It's good. So... eat up. That's the way to do it. Eat up. Now, I always put everything to the side so I can wipe it off. Now, guess what? Some paprika. Whoop, too much, Brenda. Don't get too excited there. Just a little tiny sprinkle on one side is good enough. Give it a little more flavor. Okay, that's all you got to do. That looks beautiful already.
It'd be like that England woman said on TV the other night we was watching on TV on PBS. She said, "Bon appetit."
Yeah, that's...
She's a good cooker.
What is her name?
I can't remember.
I can't remember what her name is.
She does it
We
good.
watch her a lot, though.
We don't see it very often, though.
No, we used to see her on there. Sometimes we've seen her.
All right, so what we do now?
Wait on the oven to preheat.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I'll just put it in. Who cares if that oven preheats? I don't. Okay, you're going to do 400 for 20 minutes and then check it. You may have to turn it over if it's starting to get too brown. But you want to let this kind of get grilled. So, you can also do these on the grill.
You can?
Yep. My brother cooks them on the grill.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
My brother's named Dennis, too.
So,
we both have a Dennis.
So you have to turn these over and...
If it starts browning too much, you do. You want it to be tender. You don't want it to be crunchy. You want it to be tender. But if they're getting too brown from the butter, then you may have to turn them over, and that's fine. A lot of people turn them over anyway.
Okay.
But I don't know if my brother does. I don't know if he cooks them in foil or what. I do know that he cooks them on the grill. Okay, let me put the rest of that cabbage in this bag.
All right, and the rest will be back in a little bit. Then.
Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Needs to be in a clean plate anyway. I'm the jack of all trades tonight.
You got the
Rib eyes. They're big too, they're stretched or something. Let me put this back on my plate and I gotta get my plate cleaned back up soon. Don't want to overcook these. They're thick enough. They're about an inch, no, about a half inch. Well, no, they're probably 3/4 of an inch thick. I like to get all my stuff I put in this plate off and then, well, look at them things. They're going to tear up on me.
Oh.
I think I just about got all that out there I'm going to get.
Let me check on the oven, see how the cabbage doohickeys are doing.
Okay, I just checked them. When I done, I don't think I'm going to turn them over if they don't brown too quick. I think I'm just going to leave them. And, you know, I normally do them like a boat. That way it's like, you turn them up on the back, the outside part of it, and then both sides gets the butter and everything at one time.
Yeah, I remember you doing that.
I forgot about that.
I remember you doing them like that years ago.
Yeah, and I forgot. I just forgot all about it. I thought that would be better. That way you don't ever have to turn them.
Yeah.
And you, like I said, you make the Parmesan sauce, but there are so many things you can do with cabbage. And I can't believe it. David never had, we've talked about it so many times, but I just can't believe it. He never had some of these cabbage recipes. They're so easy.
When I was a kid, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you probably just didn't
No,
remember.
we've had them for years here, but...
Because cabbage rolls and stuff been around for many years.
I don't know, I guess Grandma didn't have time to do all that fancy stuff like that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I guess your mom didn't make it either. I would think since your grandparents raised cabbage that you'd have plenty of it.
Oh, we had plenty of it.
But listen, you can take cabbage, you can make cabbage rolls even simpler than you normally would. You can take just the cabbage and the ground beef and put it in a roll and then make a nice Parmesan sauce and pull over it. I'll be right back. I'm going to rinse my plate off. I usually do after I get all my stuff off. These tongs are really working good. I'm turning these hot dogs over with it and I haven't lost one yet. Keep turning them real good with it. David says I don't like them burnt. If they're not good and brown, he thinks. Well, I told him one time, I said, they're not good if they're not like this.
Yeah, they sent, who sent you those?
I think Mary.
You tried to pinch me with them earlier.
I said, you want me to try them out? And I tried to pinch him with them. It didn't hurt him. You can't hurt him. No, I'm not mean to my husband. I love my husband.
Yeah, they do work good, don't they?
Yeah, they work good. I mean...
That beats that other thing we was using.
Well, I had two of them. Wasn't either one of them no good.
For that, anyway.
That metal head, I don't know. They just slid right out or something.
Huh. I better go check them cabbage things.
Yeah, I'm going to turn them cabbage over because they need to be. Let's go turn them over. Them's okay for a minute. The steaks look good. Whew!
Right?
I forget about the steam from the oven.
Yeah, them steaks turned out good.
Oh, see, they're doing really good. So I'm going to turn them over because I think I should. They're not tender enough yet. I'm going to try to turn them over.
Watch out, don't pull the pan out. There you go. Let me help you.
I'm just going to flip them out of the way. See, they're starting to brown on the bottom, too.
It smells good, too.
I know it does. Woo. They always smell good. Look how good that looks. Woo. Looks good. See, they're not tender enough yet, so... Oh. See,
So how many minutes usually takes? I know the ovens vary,
usually
but...
about 20 minutes on each side, but ovens do vary, and it also depends on how thick you get them. They should never be more than 1 inch thick. I don't even like to do mine 1 inch for 20 minutes on each side, or you'll end up cooking them a long, long time and continuously flipping them because they go brown a lot with the butter on them.
Sometimes they don't break up. It's according to how you cut it. Yeah. I remember some long time ago you made didn't break.
Yeah, you got to get that core in every one of them. And you can eat the core on cabbage. It's not nasty. We always used to, Mommy would cut us some out, and we always ate it with salt on it. Good. Some of these smaller ones just didn't want to have no core.
Usually on the cabbage patch, when we was working in the cabbage patch, we'd eat that, raw cabbage, and some treat, and Grandpa'd have a watermelon.
Well, that sounds like a meal to me, or a field day. You're out in the fields working, so.
Then we'd have the truck loaded up, and he'd go down the mountain and
to the market.
Take it to Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
See, David lived a Rocky Mount, not Rocky Mount, no. Say it, David.
Fancy Gap, Virginia?
Fancy Gap, over
Okay.
the mountain.
Over the mountain. Well, okay.
Okay.
All right, you want to put it back in for a few more
I'm going to
minutes?
put that back in.
All
I
right,
dropped
so
one of my things on my foot, but it's okay. These things work so good. You never feel no heat. You never feel a bit of heat from the oven with it or the pan. Never.
what?
I thought about putting a little more salt on this side, but it's okay. You know what? Maybe. You know what? I'll tell you what you can do, though. Did I turn that one, David?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why is it so brown?
I don't know. I think you turned it. Maybe you didn't. I thought you did because it stayed together. I was thinking about it.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I can't believe that. I think those two back ones I didn't even flip, did I? Maybe I did. They're just brown on the other side, too. I like this little spatula. It's good. Works nice.
So,
I didn't turn it, see?
oh,
Let's see
okay.
if I turn this little one here. I don't know. It's brown on both sides, so you got them. Don't let them burn.
Did you want to put some more salt or anything, or what'd you think?
No, I think we'll just wait and see if you need it, because your blood pressure's too high. And I like the taste of the natural food. I don't like to blend it out with a bunch of salt and stuff. I
Okay.
like the natural taste.
All right. Be back in a
All
minute, I
right,
guess.
be back in a minute. Let's get the hot dogs, y'all. Well, I got my steaks done, and I got David some hot dogs. He likes these hot dogs to put mustard on. And I got green beans. These are new potatoes in there, the red ones. They're all buttery in the center or something, but anyway,
Oh, it smells good.
they do, don't they?
Sure do.
And cabbage. So we're having green beans, potato, steak, and cabbage tonight.
So, it takes about 20 minutes, you said, on each side?
Yeah, and it depends on how thick that you slack them. They should never be more than an inch, and that still may put them at about an hour in the oven. If you do a half inch to 3/4, that'd be about 20 minutes on each side. And you can cut them round, but you need to try to keep some of that core. Well, they're still fall apart, but you know, like I said, you can cut that where, and you can lay it up on like a boat like this, and you can do both sides at one time and just let them cook like that, and they cook better. And I just forgot about it.
Yeah, it's a good blend of smell in here. Green beans, steak, and cabbage. I'm sure the hot dogs even help.
Yeah.
Good little smell. So we're going to take and you're going to put sprinkle a little cheese on a couple of them like you used to, or?
Yeah, I want to put a little bit of this. I'm gonna put the Italian style 5 cheese blend, the grated on there. I'm gonna sprinkle some on there. Like I said, you can take the Parmesan in a block, or the shred it. You can shred it. You can make a nice Parmesan cheese sauce to put over that. Usually only consists of some milk and the cheese.
All right. So I'm sure over the years you've
You gotta be careful, because
You know.
when you use cheese, a lot of that cheese is already salted. So you know you gotta be careful. You'll oversalt your stuff.
over the years you've tried it a whole bunch of different ways. So
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Cabbage is. When you got a lot of people in the house, cabbage go a long way. Cut different, cook different. You get tired of same old things all the time. You make chow chow. You make all kinds of stuff.
I remember Daddy making chow chow in the crock pot.
Yeah, you can make it on top of the stove any way you want to. All you do is cook it and put it in a jar.
Well, what I mean by a crock pot, it wasn't no electric crock pot. It was these old big stone ones. You know, we got one of them over
Ooh,
here.
I bet that was good like that.
Yeah, the one of
we
them's-
got one of those.
Yeah, one of them's here in the floor. We got a little small one over there. We ought to do that sometime. Maybe make some of that like in the olden days. And I remember we used to churn butter too.
I'm just waiting on it to get done here. See.
Check it and see. That's what it looks like now.
Oh, it's getting tender. Pretty much done, I think. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, it smells good too.
You like me opening that door, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out there and sprinkle some of that on half of them. And then you can always add that anytime, but it's good you add it when it's hot. I think it's good when you add it when it's hot. And I'm going to stick it back in there just for a couple of minutes after I put that on a couple of them.
Well, I like what you was telling me outside a little bit ago about stuff like this here.
Oh,
You
yeah,
was telling
I
me-
love those. You can usually use that stuff at least
know.
up to 400 degrees.
I know, but what you was telling me, you didn't even know they made stuff like that. You know.
I said I
Yes.
don't. some of the modern day stuff I don't know about because I just deal with what I got, you know, which I got some nice stuff, but I've had it for many years, and I just go ahead and use it anyway.
You just didn't know they had different things like
different stuff like that. But that works good. It's got the little grooves on the inside of each side, and it holds them hot dogs. Look, I used it on the grill, and it holds them good.
Yeah, you was out there talking about that stuff, and you was pretty amazed about it. So I guess
ain't like we're from the caves or nothing, but still.
So I guess all these old antiques here, we can just go ahead and get rid of them. Some of them.
I've done got rid of some of that stuff, Dave. I got a drawer of just stuff. Let that see if it'll dissolve a little bit.
I'm ready to eat it.
You can eat just a minute. Just give it another minute, and then we'll go round it up. Let that heat up just a little bit on there. That's all you got to do. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the oven off and just let it sit there for a minute. How about that? Let's turn the green beans with potatoes off. I've been keeping them hot.
Save a little juice from the old Maytag.
Yeah. I cheated a little bit today, y'all. Now, I'm not going to say I'm sorry because I like it. Right. But I have to cure my skillets. They got to be cured. And I made this Jiffy cornbread in this pan right here. And it's really good. Jiffy's good. But I made this cornbread.
I just saw an ant come in.
No, it wasn't. It was a gnat got in there. It was
an ant?
Because, look here. I thought about slicing up one of these too. We
growed
these.
Yeah,
we growed them.
Yeah, we had some better ones though, but we still got them growing. That's hard to believe. That's kind of strange.
This time of year or any time of year when they start ripening like that, if you don't get them off, a groundhog will get them, and we got a groundhog.
Yeah, we still got pepper plants. They're still making yellow bells, and them 2 tomato plants have still got.
Tons of them on it, and they're blooming.
And they're still blooming. Here it is, middle of October. I ain't never seen that before.
I'm still trying to teach him to garden.
Not that I recall. I ain't never seen that.
Well, your granddad and them, your mom was a connoisseur on growing tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. Mom,
she was did a good job growing tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. She always had. She had a green thumb like you.
So you get a tomato with a little bad spot in it, just cut it out. It ain't going to hurt it. Just cut it out. Make sure you get it on.
And if it's got a big green worm in it, just eat it. It's extra protein.
Cut it around it.
No,
eat around it. I'm trying to tell you, eat around it.
The first tomato we got off of those plants, it had this big old worm inside of it, and I was so disappointed.
Because somebody got the bright idea of putting it right beside the woodshed.
Well, the year before last, we planted some by the woodshed, and they did really good. All right, so I gotta fix your cast iron skillets.
I got 2 of them that need to be cured. My gray
So you cheated and done a Jiffy.
Big one. Yeah, I've done a Jiffy.
You want to tell us a little bit about your that pie you made that was real good, and you and Sadie gobbled it up?
No. I was experimenting with the pie on Friday, and that thing is really on Friday I was experimenting with the pie, and I made it. It turned out really good, and it done what it needed to do quick. So I ain't gonna tell you because I'm gonna do it for the camera.
Okay.
And
so just tell the name of it that way.
I don't know yet. I gotta.
You ain't made a name up for it. Okay.
It's supposed to be like a blueberry dessert, okay? But it's turned out I fixed it like a pie, which if you put it in a pan like this, it would be a dessert. Same thing. So anyway, I done it.
I even liked it.
Me and Sadie thought it tasted like a cheesecake.
I don't like cheesecake, but I like that, whatever it was.
It wasn't as strong as a cheesecake because I didn't put lemon juice in it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put the lemon juice in it, and I didn't put...
So it's just something you made up?
Yep, something I made up.
Right, we'll put that on another show.
It was similar to a cheesecake.
And Sadie would probably like that.
I thought the same thing when I tasted it. I was like, that tastes like a cheesecake. Not as strong, but it tastes like it. And Sadie ate it again this morning, and she's like, that does taste like a cheesecake to me. And I said, it does to me too, but David don't know the difference. Now, see, it dissolved a little bit on there, David.
All right.
Let me trade the place with you. I don't want that pan to come off of there. Now, our cabbage is done. I can put one on a plate if you want me to, David. Is my meat done?
I believe it is. I tasted a little piece of it. It was good. You used something different on it this time. You didn't use that other sauce.
No, I didn't. I used a signature steak. Well, it's a steakhouse sauce. I marinated in that, and my same old. I always use this Montreal steak. I like it. It's Grill Mates.
So you like that stuff?
Yeah, I do.
I do too, then. All right.
I usually use 2 together, the Grill Mates and a liquid. What was I going to do? Okay, David wanted me to fix his plate, so I went ahead and done what he wanted, but I'm just going to show you, let him
So we done a plate, got some ribeye, Got an old hot dog weenie and some green beans and taters and a little slice of the mater and and the.
Oh, it's so funny. A mater. Mater.
I'm tired.
Is that your excuse?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your bite. Well, Cinderella, I'm so glad you're getting dinner tonight. Let's see what you think. Why are you making that terrible face?
It's
well,
good.
I thought he was going to say it's awful.
Nah, it's delicious. I done that to see what you would do. That
He
is
scared
good.
me, and I'm going, what did I do wrong? Did it leave out some?
No, you didn't leave out nothing. That's
you can't even
good.
taste that tablespoon of lemon juice, can you?
Dang, that's,
Okay, everybody,
something
we got-
happened. Battery low. Let's see. I guess it's still working. I don't know. It's something came up and said battery's going out or something. But I charged this.
on?
I guess I charged this stupid thing.
Okay, everybody, we'll just go ahead and round it up here, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.
I'm ready.
Your lips are smacking, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you the rest of this one.